No Jews, no news. That's the reality of today's media circus. If Jews aren't the villain in a headline, the story simply vanishes. No editor wants to publish the truth unless it lets someone throw stones at Israel. While the cameras are chasing fake Gaza soundbites and cherry picked protests, Africa is bleeding. In Sudan, over 15,000 indigenous black Africans, mostly non Muslims, have been butchered by radical Islamists. Churches have turned into bunkers, Christian women dragged into forced marriages, IDP camps are shelled with kids inside. This is a genocide on camera. But sadly, there are no hashtags. Unsurprisingly, no celebrities are crying, no angry college kids screaming for justice. Why? Because Jews aren't involved, because Israel isn't to blame, and so the world scrolls past like Africa doesn't even exist. We don't need performative outrage, we need honest eyes. Unless we call out the Islamist brutality in Africa the same way we obsess over Israel, innocent people will keep dying in silence.
Welcome to another episode of the Soothing Semantics podcast. I am your host, Rafie Pinsky. Make sure to, of course, subscribe, smash the like button, leave your comments, reach out to me for all of your South Florida real estate needs, as you can see over there. Make sure to check out my weekly newsletter on my Instagram page at Rafie the Realtor. I look forward to helping you. Today we have a very, very well-known guest in definitely in India, parts of the world. He has a very, very large following, close to 2 million followers on Instagram. Highly, highly accomplished. We're the same age. I mean, I believe you're 31, right? Or 32?
Yeah, I'm 31.
We're the same age. And man, it feels like, and I can tell you're an extremely humble person, but you've written 10 to 14 books. Uh, man, Nikhil Chandwani,
Yeah.
really such a pleasure to have you. I
Thank you
just want
so
to
much.
quickly
Thank you so much
introduce.
for having me here.
Oh, absolutely. I just want to quickly give everybody a little bit of a background because for a lot of my American viewers, they might be wondering who you are, and so uh, there's a lot to mention here. But we'll start with quick overview. You're an author and poet since childhood. Began writing poems at age 5, published his debut novel at 18, and has authored over 10 to 14 books, including The Modern Day Hindu, Tales of an Unconscious Mind, and Strange Tides on Broken Rhymes. Uh, you enrolled in engineering at VIT Velour. He later dropped out to pursue writing, earned a BA in history, pursuing an MA in anthropology, completed a PhD in business communication at age 21, world record. You got a PhD at 21 years old?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's insane. It's a world record. What Writers Rescue Center? He founded the first mentorship-driven Gurukul for writers. I'm not sure what that is. I'll ask you. Helping over 200 individuals ages 16 to 72 transform from depression or creative block to authorship, with many becoming TEDx speakers. He launched Walnut Discoveries Private Ltd. And the Walnut School of I'm not even sure if that stands for private PVT. I'm not sure. And the Walnut School of Ideas as a producer. He made the Hindi feature film Nadi Ki Beti.
I'm just interrupting you. You just Google searched and found the first paragraph, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. So these are the things like I used to do
Okay.
like 7, 8 years ago. But I stopped writing in 2017, 2018. And after that, I have just concentrated on two things. One, the Pakistani Hindu rescue that we do. And second, we run a biomass pellet factory in my city of Nagpur here in India, where we make coal, biocoal out of agricultural waste. And that's what
Agriculture.
I've been doing now. Plus the Pakistani Hindu rescues, and we both share the same problem. And that's when I started researching about the Middle East crisis. And I
Mhm.
have this column in the newspaper in Israel called Times of Israel. So I write for Times of
You've
Israel.
written article, yeah, you've written an article in the Times of Israel multiple times, right?
Yes, and yeah, and that's when Israel happened to me, and two of the oldest, greatest civilizations to survive the test of times, and now I guess we both are still facing something similar, right? We both are facing
Absolutely.
something similar, yeah.
So, okay, well, first of all, you've also given, I wanted to just finish off by saying you've given like 11 TED Talks, which is insane. Uh, no, no, no. To move on to the Middle East thing, as we know, there was a war between Pakistan. There was a war that started. Thank God it didn't escalate into something worse. But Pakistan and India were really about to go toe to toe in what could have been a disaster. Threatening nuclear weapons could have been a horrible situation. W- Give us a rundown on what sparked that, and then obviously I want to hear about you saved 2000, was it 2000 Indian
Yeah,
families or
2000 Pakistani Hindu families. I'll give you that background as well. So, first regarding the war, uh, uh, India was colonized by the British Empire 300 years ago. And in the year 1947, when British decided to leave, they partitioned India. And when the partition happened, there was an Islamic state, Pakistan, and a secular country, India. All the people who live in Pakistan, they came together only because they hated Hindus. So Pakistan is the only country in the world that was created because they all hated one religion, Hinduism. And since then, we have fought multiple wars and we have whooped Pakistan's ass multiple times. And even now, the war happened because Pakistan attacked Pahalgam in Kashmir. The Pakistani trained militants, terrorists, they came to India, they came to Kashmir, and in Pahalgam, they took the pants off of people to check whether they are Hindus or Muslims, and they even asked them to recite Kalma. People who couldn't recite Kalma, they were shot dead. And that's why India retaliated. India attacked terrorist base camps in Pakistan. And that's how the war started.
I actually, so I saw a quick video. There's a very cool channel called AI Telly. Have you heard of it?
Mm-hmm. And no.
Okay, if you want to look up anything war related, anything about conflicts, it's I think a pretty new channel, maybe a year old. They're growing massively. If you go on YouTube, AI, like AI, and then Telly like television, Tellly,
I'll check it
they
out.
do the coolest they do the coolest CGI footage. Like they'll give a visual. They'll tell the story of how a war happened. So they spoke about the
Yeah.
Pakistan India war, how the
Yeah.
terrorists killed Indians, but they did a whole like video. They created themselves. I'll show it to you after
Oh,
the show. So cool.
wow.
So I have a little bit of a background on it. So then obviously India attacked parts
We
these.
defeated Pakistan. Pakistan then called up Donald Trump, and Pakistan begged Donald Trump to mediate between India and Pakistan, and that's why there was a ceasefire. But the war has not ended. India, we launched Operation Sindur, and it will go on. It will restart in near future because Pakistan is a breeding ground for terrorists, and they have been infiltrating our Indian borders time in and time out, and India wants to eliminate that.
Let me ask you a
So
question.
we all in India are waiting for that day when on social media people will trend all eyes on Pakistan. Like they trended all
Oh,
eyes on
probably very, but
Pakistan.
then
We
again,
are we are waiting for it. We are waiting for it.
you're probably gonna get a lot less of it than Israel will, though.
We all stand with Israel. We understand the problem, and that's why you would see that it's a billion Indians defending Israel online every day
Mhm.
because
For sure.
we understand where it is coming from. And we understand how biased the mainstream media is. And regarding the history, I want to go back to the 1947 era. So my grandparents they migrated from Pakistan in 1947 from Sindh, and a couple of my relatives were burnt alive by Muslims in 1947, and that's why the rescue work that I do started.
Hmm.
And yeah, so it's the same story for a lot of Hindus in India. We all migrated from Sindh because we were attacked by the Muslims in Pakistan.
Interesting. Okay, so I mean, in a way, the story is different, but 1947, 1948, right?
Mm.
Israel, the Jews and the Arabs, the Pakistanis and the Indians, Hinduism and Islam, Judaism and Islam. There's similar stories, right? Partitioning of the land, same time period, religious conflict, tells similar stories, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right. So
And there was a genocide. There was a genocide in Sindh in 1947. Around 5 to 8 million Hindus were killed. And no history book will tell you that.
right. No one knows about it.
Whenever
No
I
one in
try
the
to
West.
update Wikipedia, there are these leftist writers who would uh, just remove it all. And this is not even on Wikipedia because the global left has taken over everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, why do they not want to talk about it?
Because when Hindus are victims, when Jews are victims, they feel that the narrative will shift. They want to create a narrative where Islam is the victim.
Mm.
And that's why they just try to brush everything aside. I saw
Well,
that
why?
video.
Why?
I saw the documentary on 7th October when I was in Israel. I saw
Yeah.
that documentary and we all were crying. We were in pain. We were shocked to see. But we were
Mm.
not surprised because this has been happening in our country as well. And to see what mainstream media, how it is brushing it aside, this is disheartening. This is painful. It is extremely painful to see.
Well, what do you say? Okay, well, let me just try to think about some of the things I wanted to ask you. Uh, you did mention you went on a trip to Israel, and now you're
Yeah.
telling me you watched this video. I
Mhm.
understand you also went to. Did you go to the kibbutzim? Did you see what happened over there, or you didn't get a chance?
Yes, I saw the region where that music festival had happened, and it was extremely disturbing and painful to see.
Mm. And you I have an interesting question. Like to play devil's advocate, right? So you're clearly very supportive of my people and I'm supportive of
Yeah.
yours. What do you say to all the people that question your way of thinking? But Israel killed 50,000 people, right? Israel killed whatever it is, 20,000 Hamas members or however many kids and yada yada. How do you respond to that? I of course have a very clear response. But what do you say to that?
There are three things. First, I lost all the brand deals when I started talking about Israel and Hindus. So this is not something I have been doing to gain likes or comments or shares. I basically lost all my followers and all of that, and I'm happy about it. It's fine that they are leaving. Second, when people talk about Israel attacking people in Palestine, they are just defending themselves. Israel has the right to defend themselves, and or else they'll cease to exist. There are 53 Muslim countries. Nobody is taking Palestinians. Egypt also closed the borders. Jordan, I guess, they also closed the borders. So there are NGOs who are benefiting and profiting massively by talking about all eyes on Gaza and Rafah and whatever that they're trying to trend. We are not making money out of this. We are
Right,
losing everything. But if this is what it takes to stand with truth, then be it.
right.
Then be it. Yeah.
So how many followers did you said you lost a lot? How many? What did you have?
300K followers I lost after I started talking about Israel, and 200K followers I lost after I started abusing Pakistan left, right, and center. And brand deals, yes. I was on a payroll with Spotify for like it was a year-long payroll, and they didn't want to collaborate with me, and I don't blame them. I don't blame
But
them because
why? But Spotify still works with Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan says whatever he says. I mean, it's interesting. Why would they cancel you? But they're still working with other people who have opinions.
I have no idea, but I don't blame them, sis, because we bring bad PR maybe.
It's interesting because it seems like, maybe 6 months ago, a year ago, I would have said all these companies are afraid to have partnerships with people who have political views or views on religion or controversial. But it seems like it's funny. Since Elon Musk bought Twitter, the freedom of speech has become a lot more common, whether it's good speech, anti-Jewish, anti-Hindu, anti-whatever. I'm noticing a trend where people are much more willing to speak openly about controversial discussion. And I think that's a good thing. Even if, let's say, there are things that people say that are against my people or your people, it's very important as a human race, if we're able to talk about things that other people don't like, then
Yeah,
we can actually change things. And right, we could sit together and have conversation and argue and debate. If everybody's canceling everybody and canceling speech they don't like, then what are we doing? Then we can't get anywhere. So I think
cancel culture is the worst defense mechanism anybody can have.
what were you saying? I didn't really.
Cancel culture, it's the worst
Right.
defense mechanism anybody can
Oh
have.
yes, 100%.
Yeah, it's just a defense mechanism, and I see colleges in US. There are so many students who will come abuse in the comment section. They'll talk crap about Israel. They'll talk crap about India. But when you respond to them, they'll start mass reporting. They
Yeah,
would
yeah,
want
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
cancel you, remove your account.
Yeah, well, because as we say in English, some people could dish it out, like some people can throw out the insult, but
Yeah,
they have a very hard time accepting it. When somebody
yeah.
has a response to what they're saying, they're like, oh, you
Half
see it.
knowledge, because half knowledge, they don't have complete knowledge over things.
No, of course not. Of course not. The truth is like, for example, right now, what's happening in Syria, right, with the Druze and
Yeah,
right, they don't know any of this. They have no idea. The Drew, the who, the what, they have no idea.
they have no idea. Absolutely.
No idea. Like there's about 400,000 Druze in Syria.
Uh,
If God forbid, I mean, if like they were being like
Massacred,
I mean,
yeah.
if they were being, I'm saying, but if it was like 100,000 to like half of the population was killed, you wouldn't hear about it. Nobody would be talking about it.
At all. Because it is not cool to talk about it. It
Right.
is not cool to talk against Islam. And I guess I blame Europe for it. Europeans, they have been taking in all these refugees who are taking over the institutions, the streets, everywhere. And, that's where all the media is. That's where all the headquarters are.
You know what's interesting right now, well, two questions I have for you. Because I don't want to just ask you the easy questions. I want to ask you the questions that maybe, people are thinking, people like that don't agree with us would want to challenge you. So I want to give you those questions.
Yeah,
And you're welcome to ask me. I have, because
yeah.
I like to find these answers myself and learn and whatever. Why do you think people are so obsessed with Israel, with Jewish people? Like, why do they always want to criticize, right? There's all these atrocities, right? In Sudan and Somalia and in Yemen, right? People are killing millions, hundreds of thousands, like much more than any deaths in Gaza. Uh, but it's not really reported. Nobody cares. Nobody's protesting. Why are people so obsessed when Israel is involved? What
So
do you
the
think it is?
stakeholders in Palestine, they are controlling the media, and they are controlling all the institutions as well. And whatever media feeds, these people follow. And the media is feeding them lies and bullshit against Israel, against the Jewish population, and that is why these people are talking about it. And secondly, you'll not find people with good careers talk ill about Israel. talk bad about Israel. These are people who need distractions in life. They need talking points and they don't have anything constructive. They don't have anything productive to talk about. And that's why to act cool, to have that acceptance among the 2 billion Muslim population, they talk against Israel and they're talking against the Jewish population. And that's what they are doing. And sadly, what I see here is that when it comes to Islam, when it comes to the Muslims, they have an added layer of the madrasas and their Islamic institutions that feed them knowledge. The Jewish and the Hindu population, we don't have that third layer. We are dependent only on the media and the politicians. The Muslim population, they have that added layer, and that's why they are always so united. Even when they are defending terrorists, they are united and they can build a narrative. We are
It's
unable to build a
interesting you say
narrative
that,
because
Nick.
we don't have that third layer.
I don't know, Nikhil. It's because I actually think that to a large degree, the Muslim world is very divided. I actually don't. I mean, they might have a common agreement on many things, like many of them
Yeah.
hate Jews or many of them hate Hindus, but I actually think that the reason why they're so unsuccessful in many respects, in terms of economic success and it's very easy for Western countries to divide and conquer them. There's always infighting and civil war. I actually think that the Jews, for example, are much more uh, together and in agreement. You have a tiny little Israel. When there's a war, everybody gets together. Liberals, right
Right.
wing, whatever, different,
Yeah.
secular, religious, ultra religious, we all come together. The Muslims have the Alawis, the Sunnis, the Shias, the
Ahmadiyas are
Wahhabis, the
there. Yeah.
Salafis. They're always killing each other. I don't. I think
We
the
can't.
only time they. Hmm?
But I saw one thing that even the Muslims in Israel, they were supporting Israel, and the Muslims in India, they support India. It's always the people in these, regions like Pakistan, Palestine, Iran, who are like their politicians are trying to unite them via a common hatred.
Uh-huh.
Their politicians are trying to unite them because Iran was supposed to have another revolution. But then, when the war happened, the premier in Iran, he tried to unite his people by trying to, play a victim card in front of Israel and US. Even in Pakistan, there were a lot of voices of dissent. The region called Balochistan in Pakistan, which wants to separate from Pakistan, Sindh wants to separate from Pakistan. But when the war happened, the Pakistani Prime Minister, he's now trying to unite everybody against Hindus. So their definition of unity is let's come together, hate a particular sect of people.
Hmm.
So that's what they are doing. Yeah.
It's so silly sometimes when you think about it. When you step out of it, you realize like it's so dumb, but it's just human nature.
Absolutely,
It's
absolutely
so
done.
dumb. It's like we fight over stupid, stupid things, but but what's
They
equally as
don't know the
dumb.
value of a common human being. They don't understand the value of life. When they
What is
attack
it?
the music festival in Israel, when in cold blood they attack kids, they attack aged population, and these people they don't understand the value of life.
What do you think it is? What do you think causes that? Where does it stem from? Is it the religion itself?
It's I want to say, but there are 400 million odd Muslims in India, and I wouldn't be able to comment much about this, but I guess you
Uh,
and your
I
audience
could,
can
well,
understand.
I could say it then if you don't want to, but I
Yeah, you
understand
can
what
say
where
that.
you're coming
Yeah.
from. Let me ask you though, in India, would you say most of the Muslims are loyal to India or most of
Yeah,
them?
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
In India, most of the Muslims are loyal to India. Even the politicians, they apologized. They apologized to whatever happened.
They're ready to go to war against Pakistan?
100% they are ready to go to war against Pakistan. All of India is ready to go to war against Pakistan.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's something that's at least good to know. Because imagine all of the Indian Muslims were like, "Nah, we're not doing that." You'd have a big problem.
No, no, no. Here the Muslims, the Hindus, they are together. We have a common, enemy in Pakistan, and Pakistan is trying to kill us. Pakistan wants to bomb us. And the funny story, I'll tell you this funny story. When the war happened, Pakistan was attacking civilians in India. So I texted a few Pakistanis that India will retaliate. You guys should be scared. And they told me we trust India. Indians will never attack, the Indian army will never attack civil bases, civilians. They'll only attack the army bases. So that's the level of trust the Indian army and the Indian government has built. And I guess that's similar with Israel also. Israel always announces before attacking civilian areas. They give 1 hour, 2 hour notice to people
It's pretty
to just
stupid, by the
move
way.
and
It's
cover
it's a
from that
very
area
nice
to the attack. Yeah.
it's a very nice thing to do, but it's stupid. It's stupid because it lets the enemy know what you're doing from a military standpoint. Very stupid thing to do. I mean I think it's nice on one hand. It's like wow, it's moral. I think honestly Israel's doing it more to show the world like oh look we're good. And I don't even like saying that, but it's just the fucking truth. It's like it's so dumb.
They
It's
have to do it.
dumb.
They have to do it.
It's
Basically,
dumb.
they have to do it. Yeah.
It's stupid,
They don't
man.
have any other
Israel's.
option right now.
eh,
But Israel has motivated India. Israel has motivated a lot of
Oh, I
countries.
was going to ask you that. That was going to be one of my questions. I was going to say, how much influence do you think India takes from Israel and how we conduct ourselves? War, negotiations, military tactics. How much of an influence?
India and Israel, they have always complemented each other, I feel. They've always complemented each other. Indians sent around 1,000 skilled workers, sorry, 100,000 skilled workers to Israel.
Mm.
And when the Palestinians, they were told to fuck off, it was the Indians who replaced them.
Do they get
And
along? By the way, are they? Do you know Indians personally, or do you know
yes,
friends of
yes,
friends
yes,
who
I
are
do,
the,
I do, I do.
do they
They're
get
happy,
along
they're
well?
getting paid well, they're getting good food over there, they're getting paid well, and they have a good place to sleep.
Are they treated well? They're being respected for the
They
most
are
part?
respected and treated well. Yes, they get extremely scared because sometimes they are not allowed at bomb shelters, certain bomb shelters. They get scared because of that. But overall, the
Why do they
overall
do why do they do that? That's not right.
Because I have no idea. There have been a lot of reports about certain places, just certain places. But there are specific blocks in every country where outsiders, they are not actually welcome. But overall perspective of the skilled worker going from India to Israel has been extremely positive. And they
Mhm.
have been treated well. They have been treated well, and they have been paid good. And they're enjoying their life in Israel. And they're learning a lot as well because when it comes to the culture, there are a lot of sparkling similarities.
It'd be great. I think we should bring in Indian a bunch of Indians to Gaza. Just do we'll just
Indians
call we'll
won't go to Gaza. Indians won't go to Gaza. Indians understand why whatever is happening to Gaza. Indians understand that. Indians understand.
no, but not Gaza in the current condition. Obviously, if Gaza was a beautiful I'm not saying like Indians should move to Gaza now. Gaza is destroyed, but
Oh, after Israel takes it over.
yeah. You know, we'd have a lot more peaceful. It'd be a lot more peaceful, that's for sure.
100%. I mean, the Palestinian refugees, they can be taken by 53 odd countries.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with France, though. I mean, why is France doing
Because
whatever
they're
it is doing?
stupid. Because they're stupid. But the thing is do you Do you think they're going to go to France? They would love to. No, the Gazans
Yeah,
would be very happy. They'll do it in a second. The question is that if it's actually going to happen.
they
If
are, I
France,
guess. A few of the people are dead. These are the people who are burning France down, I guess.
I just wonder. I don't see what why is it not? I'm not hearing reports that it's happening already. But if France is agreeing to do it, I know the Gazans are. Most of them will go for
Yeah.
sure. At least for sure 50% at least.
Yeah.
What's I don't understand what's the holdup though. What's taking so long? I don't know.
But it's a dangerous place to go now, France. Like a couple of years ago,
But
I
I
was
feel
in France.
bad, but I don't you see the thing is I don't want them to go to France. Like, I definitely want them to go somewhere else, but I don't want them to go to they should go to another country that has the same values.
Iran, maybe, yeah.
Go to anywhere. Algeria,
Lebanon,
Morocco,
Iran,
Tunisia.
Syria. They have options, yeah.
Go to Iran. Yeah, why don't they go to Iran? Iran should take them.
Iran should take them, yeah.
Ridiculous.
But people are scared. People are scared of taking them because everybody knows the reality. They want to love them, but from a distance.
It's
They want to keep them poor and make money out of it.
I know for UNRWA also, you see, for example, the even though Jordanians and Palestinians are really the same thing, especially the ones that live in the West Bank, Judea and
Mhm.
Samaria, they're it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
But the Jordanians, the Hashemites, the people who consider themselves Jordanian, they many of them don't like it that more quote unquote Palestinians are coming into Jordan. What's funny is that many of the Palestinian refugees that live in Jordan, the fact that they're refugees is ridiculous. After 77 years, they should be Jordanian citizens by now. But the truth is that they make money. UNRWA and certain different government organizations pay them a monthly salary, a monthly wage to stay refugees. And because I know this guy, I had him on my podcast. He's a Jordanian guy,
Yeah.
and he was telling me that some of these people are getting $1,000, $2,000 a month. That's a lot of money as
Yeah.
to be in Jordan making even $1,000 a month is a lot more than your average Jordanian makes. That's a lot of money. These people, they don't. It's like if I'm making them on top of whatever they're working. Even if they're working and making $500 a month doing whatever crappy job they're doing,
Yeah.
they can cover their rent and then some. Then they have a lot more money to do whatever they need to do.
Fine.
They're doing great. They're living great.
100%.
So
People are
it's like
profiting.
it's all
People are just
yeah.
profiting. It's just money, I feel that I saw a lot of these NGOs. There are so many shady NGOs that has they have claimed that they have been paying a lot of people in Gaza, but these people are making crazy money, millions of dollars from around the world. And
Mm.
these stupid people who have half knowledge and who see random videos circulating on social media, people who are dying 10 times in 10 different videos and then coming up again alive.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's, you know,
It's crazy, right? No, the
yeah,
truth is this conflict is a moneymaker for a lot of people. This is the sad
100%.
reality is all of these not just this conflict, but this happens to be an almost 80-year conflict.
Yeah,
The military industrial complex, Lockheed Martin, what are some other, you get my point. Any of these major military industries are benefiting tremendously. Politicians are benefiting tremendously. Hamas leadership, Hezbollah leadership, Iranian leadership, they are making a lot of money from this. And the truth is
fine.
they don't, and even from a religious perspective, the idea of Palestinians not having any kind of solution, keeping them refugees. I have to let you have you ever heard of an Israeli woman named Einat Wilf? Does it ring a bell?
No,
I'm gonna give you after the episode when we're done. I'm gonna tell you who she is.
yeah.
I recorded an episode with her a few weeks ago.
Mhm.
I would really love for you to listen. She's an
Sure.
author. She's written a bunch of books. She used to be in the Knesset.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant woman. There's a lot of people I would love for you to like check out, but this woman is
Absolutely.
just so intelligent and so well thought out. Like just her ideas of everything. So we'll get to that. But basically, um, with the refugee, wait, I lost my train of thought. The Gazan refugees money. Crap, I had such a good point I was trying to make. Okay, well, long story short, the point is the idea of not giving them giving them the idea that they are still refugees. For
Yeah.
example, that the Gazans are still refugees, and UNRWA is pushing that idea instead of saying no, Gaza is your state, make the best of it. They're saying no, you're still refugees, and they're not giving them a clear answer on what that means. So it's up for interpretation. The Gazans are saying we're refugees until we take the whole entire land. But that's
They
not
won't be
but
able
that's
to
not
do that.
but that's not happening. But it's not
That's
happening.
not
It's not going to
yeah.
happen. So they're refugees forever until the end of eternity, and all that does is fuel the fire. They're pretty much all the companies, all these NGOs and these organizations like UNRWA are like, keep fighting the Jews. We're just they're taking them and throwing them into the fire. They're taking the Gazans and their children and their grandchildren, like, keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting. You'll win eventually. You won't be refugees anymore. And they're like, okay, we'll do it. It's like, that's pretty much what it is.
And what's happening with the EU is like right now you are in Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so New York, there's this mayor election and there's pain in the ass, Mamdani.
Oh
Why
yeah,
are
yeah,
people
yeah.
backing him? Why are people backing that pain in the ass? This guy abused my prime minister. He comes from the prime minister's state only. He lies about India. He lies about the situation in India. And he's a Democrat candidate now. What the hell is happening in New York?
Well, New York has been a democratic state
Yeah,
for forever, pretty much, but this is a new level of stupid. I mean, it's gonna become like a communist state, a socialist state. It's really ridiculous.
it's an
But I
Islamic
think
Republic,
maybe
maybe. I don't know what's happening.
I almost, you know what, I'll tell you the truth. I almost want it to happen because I want people in New York to realize how stupid they're being. I think
Yeah,
maybe until this happens, they're not going to realize how stupid they are.
fine.
Um, yeah. So I mean, also it's great for my real estate business. A lot of people with money are going to come to Florida.
Yeah, they'll move to Florida. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, guys, wait, I keep messing it up. Oh, wait,
Yes.
you see that one over there? Wait, I keep messing it up. I have like
Yeah.
that for sale sign. Yeah, man, it's crazy. So, yeah, that's the story. What are there any other ideas, maybe thoughts that we didn't cover about maybe India and Pakistan?
So India and
Wait,
Pakistan,
wait,
yeah.
real quick. Tell me the story. I can't believe I almost missed this. Tell me the story of how you saved 2000. You said it was Pakistani Hindus?
Yeah, Pakistani Hindus, all of them. So what's happening in Pakistan is there are around 7 million Hindus who are left in Pakistan. And they are extremely poor. They don't even have the money to make passports. They don't have a permanent address in Pakistan where they can make passports and legally move to a different country. Hindus are not given refugee status anywhere in the world. So they cannot be legally taken as refugee anywhere in the world. And since 1947 until today, every day 5 Hindu girls in Pakistan are kidnapped, they are raped, and they are forcefully converted to Islam. And this figure, which I have shared, was documented by BBC, which has been backing Pakistani Islamists all this while. But even they came up with this figure. The real figure might be 10 to 12 Hindu girls who are kidnapped, raped, and forcefully converted to Islam in Pakistan. So, this is a problem that has been happening every day over there. Um, so in 2017, when I was covering all these things as articles, I came across a guy who wanted help in migrating to India. And in India, there's a law where the Hindus of Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, they can legally come to this country, and within 5 years, they'll be given citizenship. But for that, you need the passport, the visa, the travel documents, and a local sponsor from India who will take care of that person for 5 years, who will take responsibility that that person will not commit any crime in this country. So 2017, we started a journey and we started funding these people, the passports, the visas, the travel, and here the sponsorship. And that's how this journey started. Slowly, there were girls who approached us stating that they have been stalked, they are being forced to accept Islam, and they are constantly living in this fear. So that's how the rescue work it started and it went on. So till now, 2008 families have been rescued. There's an entire on-ground Hindu team in Pakistan which coordinates with us, and quite a few of them have received citizenship in India. Others are waiting for it. Yeah.
Wow, wow, man, that's incredible.
So
That's
it doesn't
probably
cost
your
a lot. It doesn't cost a lot. This is not something big that we have been doing, but a necessary thing that needed to be done. The problem with the Hindu population in India is we are ignorant when things are happening in different countries, in other countries. So let's say when you talk about New York, the Mamdani guy, a lot of Indians had no idea about his views on India and our prime minister. They were randomly backing him, thinking that this guy has roots in India, so he might be good for our country. Only because of social media and when his videos started popping up, everybody understood. But that was too late. A lot of Indians in New York voted for him, not knowing how evil guy, how stupid, he's just
Mhm.
a dumb, stupid guy. Yeah, he is. And now people are regretting. So the people here, they are little slow when it comes to like things happening in other countries. But now people are realizing. So that is why every day, couple of videos I just throw, real videos of what's happening on ground in Pakistan and how these girls are being converted and forced to marry the person who has kidnapped them. And yeah, now people are like they are opening their eyes now. They are understanding it.
Right. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm glad it's finally being noticed. It makes sense. I mean, initially, if he says that he's a support a friend or whatever it is, he's very good at that. Mamdani has a very good skill of
Uh,
play of, as we say in America, playing the field. Just
yes.
making him happy, her happy, them happy, all at the same time. Like, I love Jews, I also love Muslims, I like Israel, but I also like just everything. He's very good at that. He's a good actor. So,
Uh,
but
He wants
if
to
you look
make Venezuela out of New York with all his free schemes and housing.
ridiculous, stable rent
People poor.
freezing the rents and and
Yeah.
taxing, like really taxing the rich a lot more. He's going to drive a lot of the rich people out of New York. I mean, a lot of them already leave this. Listen, if he keeps doing, if he really does what he says he's gonna do. Listen, if I'm a landlord and I own 600 apartment units and I'm looking to raise the rents every year by a few $100s, maybe $100, 200, you got to keep up with inflation. If my
Point.
if my tenants are paying the same rents year after year after year after year, but my holding costs, the costs for my investment continue to rise and the rents are staying the same, where's the profit? My my profit margin is decreasing. My costs are
100%.
increasing. I'm going to
100%.
go somewhere else. I'm going to sell. I'm going to liquidate the assets and I'm going to go somewhere else. So it's ridiculous. But okay, listen, like I said, give me a call. You know what I mean?
They can go to Florida. Yeah.
They can go to Florida as long as they keep their stupid views back in New York.
Uh,
Okay, well, Nikhil, thank you so much. It's such a
Thank you
pleasure.
so
Thank you
much.
for
Thank
you
you so
you
much.
you responded so quickly to me, and I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know if you were going to respond soon. It was so quickly, but you responded quite fast. So
Thank you
it was
so much.
just
Thank you so much. It's very hard to find somebody you know, uh, who knows reality, who knows reality, who knows what's happening on ground. because if either people are too scared to speak about it or they are just plain ignorant.
Hmm.
So there are just two types of population. So you had that knowledge and you had that clarity on what's happening in India, what's happening in Israel, and yes, there's a big relation to it. I mean, Pakistan plays victim card whenever India retaliates. In the same way, the people in Gaza they play that victim card. And I just can't get over that video of that kid who people claim that he died, but in that video he started moving
Yeah, there's a lot of
because
that.
the
There's a lot.
because the hand it just hand came
Yeah,
on his
there's a lot of
leg
those
and
videos.
oh my God,
We have a lot. There's been videos like that throughout the years. We call it Pallywood.
Bollywood.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We have a lot of
I'll
that.
make that term famous in India also. I'll
You would
make
say
that
again?
term famous. I'll make that term famous in India also.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You can look it up on YouTube. You can literally type that into YouTube or Google, and you'll see a bunch of like fake videos of
Absolutely.
like a guy in a coffin. They're like carrying a coffin, and all of a sudden, like the guy gets out of it. There's like all these videos, tons of them. Uh, okay. Well, I mean, listen. At the end of the day, there's a lot of nuance with that. I don't celebrate people's death unless they hate me. I wouldn't say I celebrate. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. When Nasrallah was killed, when Hania was killed, when any of these top guys in Hezbollah, Hamas, I'm fucking happy about it. I don't give a shit. You want to call me a bad person? Okay, fine. Okay, you know, good riddance to them. When a woman dies, a child dies. No, I'm not happy about it. I'm not celebrating that. I want to be very clear about that because whatever. That's the story. Nikhil, thank you again, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. As always, make
Thank you
sure
so much.
to
Thank you so much
make.
for having me. Yeah.
Oh, brother, my pleasure. Such an honor. I hope we could do this again. I hope we can meet. I've never been to India. I'd love to come.
I'm coming to
Uh,
Texas. I'm coming to Texas on next month, 30th of August. So
Texas is Texas is in Florida, but it's not too far.
it's far, yeah.
I mean, it's
I,
not too far. Who
okay,
knows? I'm hope.
absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, listen, if you'll be in the States, I mean, maybe we could try to figure something out.
Absolutely. We'll figure 100% we'll figure something out. Sure.
All right, awesome. Guys, make sure to subscribe, smash the like button, leave your comments. I look forward to your feedback on this episode. Make sure to go follow Nikhil on Instagram. But let me just get
Thank you so
the,
much.
all. It's the link's going to be in the description with all of his social media. Brother, if you have any organ like channels or things you'd like to ask for support or whatever it is, you can send that to me on Instagram. After the
100%
episode, you
I'll
could
do that.
DM me any links and I can post it in the
I'll
description.
absolutely do that. Sure.
All
Thank you
right.
so much. Yeah.
Absolutely, brother. Guys, thank you for watching. Check it the next one. Peace.